My bum, welcome to this week's Midweek Update. Hey my bum, happy Wednesday.
Today, let's find out more about this brand new flag football team everyone is talking about, what Jazzbin is, and, of course, an all-new Morgan being Morgan.
This and more as we check out what's going on this week on Midweek Update. I'm Gizzeth.
And I'm Maya Stone, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
There's so many after-school activities students can participate in, from sports to clubs to fundraisers.
One more thing we here at B&B have the option to work on after school is making the packages you see here on this show.
As sophomores, we only just began learning the art of creating news packages a couple months ago.
That's true, so you probably notice them better and better as we get.
You know who else is just learning? The girls on the newly formed flag football.
Yes, and I'm sure they're also going to get better and better as they play. But I'm curious to see how this all came to be. I want to know everything about it.
Me too.
Here's B&B's Emily Yucht, who got to learn more about the team and its creation.
Earlier in the year, history was made when Sophia Laspina became the first girl on Long Island to score a touchdown, a leap forward for female athletes. Before Laspina left her mark on history, however, the new girls' flag football team was already under works.
After making history in the fall, it was pretty fun, knowing that I could play football again, but with girls instead.
Before Laspina left her mark on history, however, the new girls' flag football team was already under works.
You know, it's exciting that Sophia made the decision to play flag with us, and, you know, despite being a long-term softball player and, you know, having the opportunity to be a part of our softball program here, you know, which is obviously an outstanding program. You know, she loves the sport of football so much that, you know, she's gonna try to play flag for a season.
The team was once a thought, but with determination and extensive planning, it has been turned into a reality. For the brains behind this, the athletic director, Eric Caballero, took charge.
I pitched the idea to Mr. Harrington, who's superintendent of schools, who also discussed it with the Board of Education. I thought it would be a really good idea. And thankfully they agreed, and we agreed on having a district team, and now we're here a week or two away from the start of the season.
A branch of the New York Jets organization has been working hard in New Jersey and on Long Island to make these teams a reality.
We had support with Nike and tons of support within the organization. So, you know, that first season that we had last year was so successful. We were like, all right, we have to expand now. Let's get to New York State. And, you know, Long Island's just been awesome to work with. We went from 8 teams in year 1 to 43 teams in New York and New Jersey in year 2. So, you know, you can see how successful it's been. It really just goes on its own.
For the athletes in the district, it definitely came as a surprise, but was welcomed with open arms.
The environment is really upbeat. It's a lot of fun in practice, but we also all come to work, and there's times of fun and then there's times where you really have to focus and learn and pick up the game.
So I decided to join the football team because it was something new and I really want to be part of something in its first year, and I just thought that it'd be super fun, and some of my friends joined too, so I just wanted to join and see what it'd be like for the first year.
So I'm really optimistic that it's going to have a positive impact on a community in that way, and I think that by nature, football players are going to get a kick out of seeing girls really tear it up on the football field. So I'm really excited about that piece.
Reporting for B&B, I'm Emily Yucht.
Thanks, Emily. I love that Bellmore Merrick community continues to give students more and more opportunities.
I have so many extracurriculars, but you can never have too many.
True. Aren't you in band, Maya?
I am.
Are you in the jazz band, or could you tell us a little bit about what it is?
I mean, I could, but so could Tyler Steinberg. Here he is to give you the inside scoop on Mepham's jazz band.
Everyone loves music. During the day, the hallways of Mepham High School are filled with it. But after school, a new group comes in, the jazz band. And the band, as they say, plays on.
Made up of musicians from all grades.
students who love making music make the jazz band part of their extracurricular schedule.
So jazz band is an ensemble after school. We call it jazz band, but we look at jazz, we play some rock, we play some show tunes, we play a whole variety of things. There's some Latin that we played, so at this point it's more of an expansion on what we play in band for anybody basically who wants to be there and broaden their musical horizons.
Jazz band is a musical group where we play jazz music and other musical styles like that. It's a much smaller group than the band, and it's very open to pretty much anyone who wants to join. I mean, obviously you have to have some experience playing some sort of instrument, but it's very open.
Jazz band is a place where students can come together once a week and just rock out, play songs, and pretty much play whatever you want.
Although most are welcome to join jazz band, they need to have experience playing their instrument to be a part of the club. There are also a lot of differences between jazz band and band.
Obviously regular band is during the day, In regular band, we're talking a lot about the mechanics of music, where now that I think about it, now that you've asked that question, I think that with jazz band, we operate where people already know that. So we're playing, I guess more challenging music. We're just going that much deeper, where we can talk about different harmonies and different sections and different aspects of music that we don't necessarily talk about in band.
First of all, the music style is very different. In band, it's very sort of concert style. In jazz band, we play jazz, so it's a very, very different style of music, and it's also a much smaller group than the band. The band is, it's much larger. Jazz band is completely voluntary.
Play what you read, whereas in jazz band, you play a different type of music, playing jazz, or something along those lines, and you really get a chance to improvise, put in whatever you want into the music.
If you have a lot of passion for music, but your schedule is too jam-packed for band, there's always the jazz band. For B&B, I'm Todd Steinberg.
Thanks, Tyler. I didn't know how much effort gets into mastering those pieces.
All hobbies and passions require time to master the skills.
Some need more time than others, but it is all fun.
Sports is one of the activities that practices every day. Here at B&B, Michaela Dobby with your Midweek and Midweek Sports.
Thanks, Maya. I'm Michaela Dobby here with your Midweek Sports Report. Last week was the official start of competition for the spring sports season. On Thursday, the Mepham baseball team fell short to Garden City with the final score of 6-5. Not to worry, on Friday, they bounced back, beating Garden City 12-4. The girls softball team traveled to Oceanside, where they had a 12-2 win. Alana Morse and 8th grader Avery Bedencourt each scored 3 runs, with Haley Guerrero adding 3 RBIs. Monday was a very busy day for Mepham, where the boys lacrosse team faced off against Kennedy. But I won't spoil that for you in case you want to go back and watch it on the B&B YouTube channel. The girls track team also had a meet on Monday against Calhoun, and the boys tennis team lost to Massapequa with a final score of 4-3. Yesterday, both the girls lacrosse team and softball team hosted Division Avenue on their own home turf, while the golf team had their first match versus Lynbrook. Last, but definitely not least, come support the girls badminton team this afternoon as we will be playing our crosstown rivals Calhoun at 4:30. That's all for me. I'm Michaela Dobby. I still think Villanova should have won. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Michaela. Sports is one thing that can help you in college.
But many people have different dreams about how they want their college life to look.
Here's B&B's Jacob Sardoui to introduce your next segment.
Thanks, Gizzeth. This week we're back with another episode of Morgan Being Morgan. Before we get started, just a quick reminder. This segment is about Morgan Hafke, who gets to express and show her storytelling abilities in any way she wants. This week we get to see what Morgan's exciting plans are for college, but they might not be what you would expect.
It's Morgan being Morgan.
I applied to 12 schools. and I got into all of them. Did I make a decision yet? No. But that's fine. You know why it's fine? Because I still have a month. And a month isn't that short of a time when you think about it. For example, no matter what college I go to, I have a plan that will succeed, and I guarantee you it will make my college experience 10 times better than it would have been before. Get a fish. Name it dog. Put dog in a fishbowl, obviously. But then get this. Put a dog collar around the fishbowl. Wait for it. But then I get a collar and I push Dog the fish around in the fishbowl on a wagon like a dog. It's genius! So yeah, I'm gonna be just fine.
Thanks, Morgan. I really hope to be able to meet your dog in the future. But for now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jacob and Morgan. Good luck with deciding where to go to college.
But wherever you end up, I hope you and Dog are happy.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Midweek Update. We'll be back next week with all new stories from around the BMCHST to bring you inside the parts of the community we don't always get to see.
Until then, I'm Gizzeth Chavarria.
And I'm Maya Stone, and we'll see you all next midweek.